All right, we're still talking. We're calling it the viral vegan. Evie, you're here. I know this isn't your forte, perhaps.
I'm saying that because normally Evie talks turkey. Today she's going to talk chicken.
Let's see what your thoughts are on the chicken.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I eat only organic food. I believe in animals being treated humanely. So I'm not vegan.
Right.
I wish I could. I'm Greek and we like a lot of meat and I grew up around that, but I do believe that animals should be treated better, and I totally am on board with all that.
Yeah, and I actually, you know, my husband's a meat eater. I cook meat for him. It's a personal choice for me. I used to eat meat, and then I watched a lot of those videos where it showed the injustices that occur.
You do not cook meat for Mark, do you?
I do, because
do you do that?
I separate it,
You're
because
so
he's my
upset about
husband.
that.
I know, but it's my own personal choice, right? So for me, I just can't. If you watch any of those videos, you know what I'm talking about. In fact, Paul McCartney has a great quote that is, if slaughterhouses had glass walls, we'd all be vegetarians, because the things that go down in there are absolutely heart-wrenching.
And I'm sure, but the message was lost because she was such an extremist. She came in making me feel like she was talking about her, not even shame so much. I thought her daughter was missing. And as a mother of a 16-year-old girl, I'm like, oh my God, let me put down my fork and my knife. Let me listen to what you're saying. And then she's talking about Snow the chicken. Girl, bye. I'm like, I'm ready to eat. Like, I can talk to you later if I want to, if I choose to seek out that information.
I told Vanessa I think this whole chicken thing is racist. I told her it's a racist rant. That's what it was. I'm telling you, Vanessa.
It not only took like what she said, it made me angry at the end. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to discount what she said because I'm a meat eater, whatever. But then when she said that, and it was like, well, it's a chicken. I'm talking about Snow, not my daughter. Okay, fooled you. It made me angry, and she seemed like a bad actress. I hated that.
That's what I said. It was super theatrical.
Yes, it seemed like she was being paid like bad acting.
And it's finding the right place to say all of that stuff. Because
Exactly.
I feel like I would like to go in that restaurant and be like, did any of you become a vegan after hearing the speech? I guarantee that none of them did.
They probably were savoring their meat even more because she was annoyed. That's why I'm not a vegan.
I'll teach you.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel manipulated and you feel like I'm here to eat. I get your point, but you're coming in and you're shoving it down my throat, literally. And so that's why people, it's not going to work.
I mean, it's like religion. It's proselytizing. Like, I understand your point of view, and I get it. And we all do different things. We believe different things. You eat different things. I get that, and I respect you for it. But don't come in and then try to tell me to my face, like, violently and aggressively, and you should change. You should think this. It makes me very angry.
But I wonder if the grand scheme, I agree with you guys, I wonder if the grand scheme was for it to go viral so that she could.
Well, then in that case,
I think it's not doing her any good, though. I think it's viral in a bad way for her.
You don't know. There could be young people out there that maybe hear about the website, they have the conversation, they watch some of those videos. That's all I needed was one video.
Where do we draw the line? Fish? Shellfish, crustaceans.
I don't.
Plants have feelings. They're alive.
There's no nervous system in a plant, you guys. That's not an argument. You can't. Come on. You can't use that as an argument compared to an animal. That's silly.
I'm actually curious.
But people, you're saying that's silly. There's definitely people who would be like, plants are part of the earth and they feel things.
And
so every perspective, that's like us saying to her, she's silly. And it's not. It's just a different perspective, you know?
You can't compare a plant to an animal.
So does anybody? I always like to draw the line at something I would call consciousness, or at least kind of a social consciousness. Like dogs, you know, have a social, emotional life.
Do chickens have social consciousness?
Well, I don't know that birds.
It's the mistreatment of it. It's the mistreatment of it that the male chickens come out in a conveyor belt that get thrown in an incinerator. The females.
Because for me, I don't feel that bad about birds. I don't feel bad about fish. I understand the mammals. I understand that because I think mammals have emotions. I think that So where do you draw the line? Is my question.
For me, gosh, that's tough because I at first I was just no meat because I get what you're saying with like the pigs having the equivalent of consciousness of a 4-year-old. So for me, it was first meat, but then when I saw I'm such an animal lover. When I personally saw that conveyor belt with the chickens being thrown in the incinerator. Again, but I would have, if I had my own chickens and I'm eating their eggs, that would be a different story. Yeah. So again, it's the factory farming that I'm against. Yeah. That's what I'm against.
Humane treatment of animals. That's really what it comes down to.
Exactly.
And everyone on Twitter agreed with that. It's more, everyone kind of agreed with her message. It was more about the delivery. Yeah. So let us know what you think about the theatrics and was it just to go viral?
Did it have the desired effect or not? Good.